And now, your KY3 Storm Team forecast.
Well, that big cloud deck over Springfield this morning when you headed to work is now over Mountain Home. A few light showers fading away, though.
Exactly. I haven't really seen much in the way of rainfall totals, so maybe let us know on Facebook or Twitter if you have seen any of the rainfall, but I don't think rain's going to be something that we see much of in these coming days. In fact, I think it's going to be sunshine and gradually starting to feel a little more summer-like outdoors.
All right.
So this taste of fall has been pretty nice, though. We woke up to temperatures again in the 50s and 60s. For now, though, sitting at 73 degrees here in Springfield, and all across the board, we're starting to see a few more of those 70s as well. So as far as those showers go, here's a loop just over the last 6 hours, where if you really focus in on parts of central Arkansas, so that's going to be where you see this strand of green. I think as you zoom in, that's going to be really where you can narrow down where any pockets of rainfall are. You can see kind of a line south of West Plains stretching down toward the Mountain Home area. Maybe a few showers just north of Mountain View and down by Calico Rock. Again, let me know if you've been seeing any rainfall from this, because our cameras out by Mountain Home, they've been staying nice and dry, and just over the last half hour, we've seen a few of these clouds start to break up a little bit. So I don't think it's out of the question to be talking about sunshine even over the next hour or so. As a result, temperatures, they're going to be right in line with where we were yesterday, so climbing up right about to that 80-degree mark. Beautiful forecast, though, ahead for us, not only today, but as we wrap up the week and head into the weekend. By beautiful, we're talking about still those cool mornings where you might want to grab a jacket before you head out the door, and then gradually warming up the temperature as the end of the week gets here. On top of that, we are looking dry for the most part. That being said, I think like today, we can't rule out a stray shower here or there for the next few days. As far as where the rainfall is now, well, we still have high pressure in charge across the Ozarks, and it's keeping most of the clouds down to the south and east of us. You'll notice from Little Rock stretching up toward the Cape Girardeau area, that's where we're looking at a better chance for rainfall today. Now, as we zoom things out even more, well, it doesn't take too long before we find that major hurricane that's getting ready to work its way to the East Coast. This, of course, is Hurricane Florence. It's maintaining its Category 4 strength with wind speeds over 130 miles per hour being clocked. As we continue the path of this is the projected path of this hurricane, and look at this. It stays at that Category 4 strength. So again, in order to be Category 4, that's consistent wind speeds clocking in at 130 miles per hour or even higher. And of course, those gusts are going to be higher than that. As we continue throughout your Thursday evening and first thing Friday morning, look at this turn. This is a little bit new today. We're going to see that path of hurricane really being crucial for when it makes landfall, because all the way into Saturday, look how it's hugging right between North and South Carolina. This is where we're expecting some of the biggest impacts as far as heavy rain goes, that storm surge and flooding, and of course on top of that, all of the gusty winds that comes with maintaining hurricane strength. As far as things go by the time Sunday gets here, you want to look within this entire cone. This is going to be the biggest area of impact, and you'll notice it encompasses the entirety pretty much of North Carolina, South Carolina, parts of Virginia, and even into Georgia. I think even as we end of the day Monday, wouldn't be surprised if states like Tennessee start to see some impact from this, even just as far as rainfall amounts go. Now, the immense amount of rain that we're talking about and why flash flooding is certainly going to be a big concern as we end to Thursday and Friday. Look at this. Do you see this pink area down to just the south of Wilmington? This is where we're expecting pockets of 30 to 40 inches of rain. And of course, on top of that, storm surge, a major concern for that, and winds. They could be hitting the shore at over 100 miles per hour. This is not something we're expecting to hit the area, because water vapor, when you start to see that brownish or orange color, that means high pressure is in charge, giving us dry conditions, and dry conditions mean very pleasant weather for us. So we are going to keep those temperatures climbing up toward that 80-degree mark, so right in line with where we've been the last few days. And then temperatures the next few days, I think we're going to see a slight increase in both our highs and lows day to day. That means mid-60s by the time the end of the week gets here and the weekend. Take a look at the weekend as well for the highs, back up in those mid to upper 80s.
The Cape Henry